Hello and welcome to SpotLight.
It's the podcast that lifts the curtain on life here at Wolverhampton Grand Theatre. I'm Scott.
I'm Tonia.
And today we are joined by one of the stars of this year's pantomime, Beauty and the Beast.
It's Jamie Christian.
Also known as Giant from
Gladiators.
Gladiators.
Woo, woo.
Welcome.
Welcome, Jamie.
Thank you very much for having me. It's an absolute pleasure. And please feel free to ask me anything.
Now, let's just kick off with the first question. Is this your debut panto?
It absolutely is.
It absolutely is. I am so excited that you are kicking off your debut here in Wolverhampton.
And not just panto debut, theatrical debut.
Really?
Completely, right?
Mm-hmm.
So
Yes,
tell us how this has come about, please.
well, I used to be a professional bodybuilder for a living. And
Really?
then
Don't look it, really.
downsized a bit these
yeah.
days. Hence the name Giant, Giant by name and nature and all that. I joined a show called Gladiators in 2022. First season aired this year, January 24. And we've just recorded season 2. Which obviously exposed me to the wider audience of things like theatre. And now I have been cast in Beauty and the Beast at Wolves Grand, which is, by all accounts, one of the best theatres in the UK. And I now have the pressure to uphold the name of the Gladiators.
Oh, listen, we never paid him. How amazing are you? Now, tell us, how did it come about? Like, when you were contacted, what was your thoughts? What was your first thoughts? Before you said yes.
I'm a bit of an entertainer, I'll be honest. I love to entertain. And the beauty of the Gladiators, or the beauty of the Beast,
Oh, I love that segue.
is that the audience for families has been massive. Like the way it's been received by the children, the kids. I've done a lot of school visits, and the evasion that you get when you go there is crazy. So panto, families, kids, entertainment, it just all mixes into one. It feels like the right thing and something I very, very much enjoy.
Brilliant. So,
Yeah, and of course, like the Gladiators, the original Gladiators back in the 90s were in all of the pantos up and down the country. So, panto is like steeped in tradition.
Yeah.
And that was, one of the traditions was to have a gladiator in the pantomime.
Yeah.
We've had a couple in the Grand in the 90s as well. We can maybe get a fact check from the other side of the room which gladiator it was. Lightning and Cobra. So we had Lightning and Cobra in the panto, but now that we've got this new wave of gladiators, we were the first theatre to announce a gladiator, which was of course you, and you got to come and have your photo on the stage and sort of check out the theatre. And I mean, how exciting is it?
It's just such a traditional horseshoe like theatre, the space, the atmosphere. I can tell it's going to be such a buzz to go on that stage. And I, as Giant, obviously, I like to cause my own issues and problems for you guys. I know you've had to borrow measuring tape for the costume and material from the very far reaches of the world.
And let's talk about that costume, because you've been wearing it today for the first time. Tell the people, like, what are you wearing in this show?
and the character.
There's plenty of skin on show. I kind of feel like that would be more of a summer panto attire. But, with these being around the Christmas time, I would live with it. I'll run with it. I'm not one to be a diva or moan. It's fantastic. I've never realised so much that violet purple was my colour.
I love this.
Maybe we need to change your gladiator's uniform going forward. Cause
I think if we could reverse time and reverse engineer history, the Romans would choose ultraviolet purple instead of thick blood red.
So can we expect any other gladiators to come out and support you, watching you in your debut at the Wolverhampton Grand?
I would hope so.
Yeah,
yes.
of course.
I'm a popular member of the cast. I have a few friends,
Lots.
They'll be forced to. If they don't, there'll be trouble. That's for sure. Yeah.
So tell us a little bit about your role as Giant in Gladiator. Just tell us a little bit about that. I know it's really popular. Everybody knows about it. But tell us how that came about and how you developed.
Yeah, no, great question, because Giant is a gentle character. He's a big, friendly giant. Likes a laugh, good sense of humour, competitive, but not in the slight angry or vicious. And you've cast me as a bit of not a monster, but, an aggressive personality, I guess, and a dark figure. So it's going to be something complete opposite to what you see on the show, and something that I think is going to be very, very well received.
Yeah, it's lovely for you to be able to show those two sides as well.
Yeah, for sure. Not a one-trick pony. I will show you. You will show us, and we're really excited to see it. So tell us, what are you really most looking forward to being part of the cast? What's your... I think just being around other experts of their craft. Yeah. And being able to learn from others, what they do. And because I've witnessed all sorts of expert crafts and what people are good at in life, but at 39, I think most people, their life's set. They've got kids and a job, and they're perhaps going to do the same thing for the rest of their life, bar retire and then do less. Yeah. But I have the opportunity to have all these new experiences and meet new people, and again, be a witness to some amazing things. And I think just being able to network and open doors and new opportunities, that's what I'm really excited for. So that's fantastic. And you are in good company, because you do know our pantos are award-winning, darling. They are award-winning. So you're part of royalty, panto royalty, darling.
The Wolverhampton Grand Theatre Panto family really is that. People come back, maybe not year after year, but some people have been away for 5 years, end up back in the panto. Yeah. So this is an ongoing thing. So who knows? Who knows?
Get you back in again?
Yeah, we'll see. Hopefully I'll do a good job, and that would be like a foregone conclusion.
I'm sure you will. You've been absolutely amazing just throughout the whole, press, launch and all of that. It's been brilliant today.
Yeah. Oh, we're so excited. Yeah. It looks fab, doesn't it?
Really,
Everyone looks
really
great.
does.
Yeah. And this year's panto, it's no secret to say, is selling so well. The tickets are flying out of the box office. So
I've got the fans on the job. I'm like,
come on, get your tickets.
Don't make me look bad.
Exactly.
So so actually, I think if people want to come and see it, now's the time.
Yeah,
you need to.
I think you do need to book. You need to book quickly, because we've got giant. You got to book.
And sales are giant. So It's all going well. It's all going good in it, and today was such a vibe with everyone here. We're going to have such a good Christmas together.
Yeah.
You can tell the cast you put together, they really gel. And we've never, some of us have met. I haven't met anybody yet, and I could tell straight away there's a click, and that's going to obviously show on stage, and the audience are going to feel that.
They really are. And just before we wrap up, so do you have a family of your own? Will they be coming to the?
Yeah, for sure.
They're going to.
I just get the impression that every time someone mentions that they're coming to see me, they're coming with a view to laugh. The entertainment factor is the laugh factor, so I hope it provides some entertainment in that area.
That's what panto is about.
I know, yeah.
So if you don't get a laugh, I think you'll be really sad. You'll be like, excuse me, I've just worked so hard. Mm-hmm. Nobody's laughing. Nobody's booing.
There's got to be a line in the panto somewhere, just for the writers who write this at the minute. We've got to put this in there. Excuse me if I can have your attention up here, because the legs are on show.
Yes.
It's a lot of people looking at them quads down there.
Oh, Lord have mercy!
Thinking that
I just looked down and I realised why.
I feel like people are eyeing me up. Like if I was the last person on a desert island with them, I'd be the first meal. I'd be the first person they wanted to kill.
Oh my goodness!
That's like a year's worth of food right there.
My eyes are watering. Oh Lord! But sorry, Scott, take over.
Yes, I'll take over from Christmas dinner and move on to the final bit of our podcast.
Final bit, honestly.
A tradition that we always uphold, and maybe this is going to give the people of Wolverhampton, the listeners and watchers of the SpotLight podcast, a sample of what they might expect come Christmas, because we continue to be a fledgling podcast.
We're just going to keep it like that.
We're going to keep it like that without a jingle, because we want all of our guests each time to create their own jingle for us, which you're going to teach me and Tonia, and then we're going to sing back at you. So
okay.
Yeah, we've perhaps not heard the vocal talents of Giant yet, but we're about to.
Of the throat.
So, yes, go, Jamie. I'm ready for you. I'm ready. Let's see what you can give us.
As long as you get in Wolverhampton Grand Theatre SpotLight podcast.
Yeah. And in whatever order.
You can do whatever you like.
Or you can put panto in if you want. It's up to you. Yeah? Oh.
SpotLight podcast, Wolverhampton Theatre.
Yeah, grand.
Okay, well, I'm going to shock you with my Barry White voice here.
Oh, Barry White. Listen, legs and Barry White. I can't handle it. I just cannot handle it. Go on.
Okay, I think this is like a one take, because you might not get another one. Okay,
go for it, and we will try and add on.
Right. This is a SpotLight podcast at the Wolves Grand Theatre.
Yeah.
Listen, Jamie, oh my goodness, I want to squeeze and hug you. Thank you so much.
Hey, we can have a squeeze now. Come on.
Oh, just squeeze it.
Look at this.
There you go.
Oh my goodness. I just got a squeezy hug from Giant. Come at me, whatever. Thank you so much, honestly, Jamie, for being part of our wonderful podcast. You know, we're going to get so many viewers from this lovely podcast. But just thank you also for being part of the wonderful Grand Theatre Panto. Like we said, it's so important to us. It's a big deal to us, so thank you.
I'm excited.
We're excited. We're going to have the best time. Yeah. And like I said, if today's anything to go by, we're going to be in for a good Christmas.
Oh, for sure.
Jamie, we can't wait to have you with us on stage. Theatrical debut. So everyone, you've got to come down to Wolverhampton and see it. All the magic starts on the 30th of November and it runs right through until the 5th of January. So grandtheatre.co.uk for your tickets. We'll see you there and we'll see you in the next one.
Bye.